talk about? Let's talk about something that's not fun. We're going to jump right into the Griff Report.
Oh, God.
It's time to cover some asshole.
Hey!
Should that be the new one?
No.
Why?
I'll come up with something.
Well, you can't say asshole if we're going to clip it on YouTube. They're big sticklers about swearing. But any
At
fucking
least in
way.
the first, what?
Like 30 seconds. We're past the,
we have a fucking timer.
On the YouTube clip.
You don't see
I'll
it
censor
in our videos. You don't see it. But right behind
when can
the
we
video,
say fuck counter?
Yeah, it literally says, when can we say fuck? And then there's a big, like, four. It's like you know what it was when they tore down the old Giant Stadium, the old Meadowlands. We went ahead and stole one of the big clocks, the play clock. So it's really weird because it's not meant to be inside of a house. So we literally had to like move the staircase.
Let's talk about
and call a contractor.
I know you're trying real hard not to talk about this, but we're gonna have to talk about it, Tyler.
Fuck.
I like how you're just like, I'm gonna steamroll this segment so he'll forget. So Daily Wire.
Ugh.
Ben Shapiro and Jeremy Boring owned media company, which before we even talk about this, we're going to be talking about Lady Ballers, their anti-trans comedy. Keep in mind, everybody involved in this movie is a failed
shithead
actor.
Is a shithead.
Turned right-wing media star.
Should get a different job and fucking understand you're not going to make it in Hollywood. Stop it.
There's a reason you didn't.
Go home and get a fucking job at like fucking Hy-Vee or wherever the fuck and just work there. Because you're not going to be an actor. You're not going to be you're failed. You failed. I don't care that you're in a movie. Yeah. You shouldn't care that you're in a movie. You shouldn't tell anybody that you're in this movie. You know how people like... The people that are in this movie, when their parents like ask them, like, "Hey, what's going on with the acting and stuff?" It should feel the same. Like, I don't want to, and I don't think porn stars should be shamed for doing porn. You know what I mean? I don't think they should, but a lot of them probably still don't tell their parents or whatever. That's the way you should feel if you're in this movie.
It's really
you should feel like
sloppy.
Yeah.
Well, but that's my point, is everybody involved in this movie is not an actor. There's one comedian, air quotes, because I think they like blew up on TikTok, and it's like, I don't even know who, like, I don't remember their name. But it's, again, filled with people that are Daily Wire hosts. The main team consists of the three hosts of their right-wing sports show, Kane and Company or whatever, because it's two brothers, and then there's one other dude. And
talk about a third wheel.
The coach of this team, the guy that's in a majority of the trailer, the lead of this movie. I wish I was making this name up. Jeremy Boring, who is the co-founder of Daily Wire, is the writer. I'm sure he's one of the writers, but he's the director and the star of this movie.
Oh, wow. I'll bet you he was a super pleasant dude to be with on set.
Because not only is he your boss on your just regular day-to-day job, now he's your boss on a movie that is supposed to be funny.
I can't imagine how many women he, what's the word I'm looking for?
Harassed?
Hit on.
Oh.
Or, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that if you're a woman that you're joining up with this production and you're not thinking of, I don't know. I don't think your movie career is
Here's
worth
what frustrates me about this movie. Here's what frustrates me the
dealing
most.
with men like this. I don't know. I'm not a woman.
I haven't looked into if Geeks and Gamers or because they cover. I know that they did like Nerdrotic and Geeks and Gamers and them did a bunch of stuff with Terror on the Prairie. I don't know if they've done it for this movie.
You keep saying that. What is that?
It's the fucking Gina Carano movie that was at Daily Wire that sucked dick. That, by the way, so yes, it was released on their streaming service, but even Netflix releases movies in theaters sometimes, right? And even those make a little bit of money. This movie, when it was released in theaters, made $800. Terror on the Prairie.
We talked about that.
So yeah. So I don't know if they're covering this movie, but they're fucking hypocrites. Because if they don't cover this and treat this with the same vitriol and anger that they treated that latest Doctor Who special because they claimed it was pushing an agenda, motherfucker, this is going to be a 90-minute agenda. And it's going to be one stupid joke for 90 minutes. 90 minutes of this. And I'm sorry, that trailer was 3 minutes. It felt like 10.
Absolutely.
We've got racism twice.
At least.
Because he's talking about to a black kid, and then he says, please don't steal my catalytic converter. Now, maybe he doesn't say that in the movie, but it sure as hell edited like it in the trailer. And then we have a black player, he gets his pants pulled down, and they say, that's the biggest dick I've ever seen on a lady. It's like...
It's two really bad jokes in one.
It's transphobic and it's racist.
Yay.
Because it's implying the stereotype that black dudes have big dicks or whatever. Like, it's just... so stupid.
I don't... I understand, like, okay... This is a far smaller scale, but the other night I went to a book club social at the West Des Moines Public Library, and it was fun. And it was, I sat down, and within the first 5 minutes of getting there, I probably showed up about 10 minutes early. I had this feeling, and it was like, should I be here? Like, I'm really not, I don't know if I fit in. I'm not like an older married lady, because that's kind of who it was made up of and stuff. And I could have stood up and been like, I don't know if this is for me, and left. And probably it would have been okay, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that anxiety about about possibly looking like an asshole, or like, why would I want to introduce negativity in these people's lives that I don't know? I get that anxiety. I understand that every actor on this fucking movie, hopefully, if you're human, had a moment where they were like, Jesus fucking Christ, I don't know if I can do this. I might just have to leave set.
Yeah.
You fucking should have, okay? You fucking should have. And
Well,
the fact that you didn't means your movie career, your dreams about being an actor, because you're a shitty one, because this is the only one you can get, are awful. You are willing to you're willing to sacrifice everything for a fucking movie career. You're awful.
But they throw a fit because a character says they're non-binary in the Doctor Who thing. Again, I don't watch Doctor Who and I don't care about Doctor Who, but I'm just saying, if you're going to put out fucking videos about putting agenda before storytelling, why aren't you talking about this movie? Oh, that's right, because it plays into your narrative and your fucking anti-trans grift. And it's like, again...
Yeah, if anything, these guys should be coming out and supporting this movie.
We did a react...
Because they're shitheads.
We did a react video for our YouTube, and you said... that there's violence towards women immediately, and there is.
Yes.
And even given the context of it trying to be absurd and satire, it's like you're still it's not funny because you are still punching down. Comedy works effectively when you're punching up.
Yes.
Everybody keeps wanting to referencing Carlin all the time, and it's like, yeah, because he got it, because he understood that it's not funny to attack an already oppressed group and kick someone while they're down.
Yes.
It's not fucking funny. It's funny when you make fun of fucking Elon Musk being a complete, utter moron.
Yeah.
It's funny when you make fun of Bill Gates. It's funny when you make fun of these Bezos.
It's funny when you make fun of Ben Shapiro.
Yes. You know why? Because he makes a bunch of money spreading hate.
Yeah. And he's a fucking
And you want to
dick.
talk about a disgusting reaction. He like the way that he talks about this whole conflict in the Middle East is disgusting. But that's for another topic for another day. I don't think we'll ever cover.
You know what? The fact that Ted Cruz is in it at all.
Ted Cruz, and by the way, what's the fucking joke with Ted Cruz being in it? Because he
It's
shows
a Me Too joke. Because there's a girl sitting there, and he's like, are those seats taken? And she looks all fucking pissed, and they're like, sorry. You didn't get that?
Just like a cat, like,
you didn't get that?
Sound effect. No, that's what I mean. That's not a joke.
No, I know that. But that's what
I'm saying. What's
intended.
the joke, Tyler?
Yeah.
Because it's not a fucking joke.
I know what the intended joke is, but it's not funny.
Look, I am not a professional comedian. I'm not trying to lord over what's funny and what's comedy. Everything's subjective, whatever. But I am telling you, when you do this same one-note joke for 90 minutes, I don't care how good the joke is at first, it's not going to work.
If I'm in public and I for some reason am like, hey, say I see, like, I'm at, grocery store and there's a lady who's like, wow, she's attractive or whatever, I can smile and say hi. That's about, in a public place, that's about as... as forward as you really want to be and not seem like a fucking creepy weirdo, right? right?
Yeah.
You can gauge a lot. Like, you can pretty much gauge from the reaction to that normal greeting, the smile and hi, whatever, or how's your day, whatever. You can gauge that and be like, okay, I don't need to talk to that woman again, and clearly does not want me to. You know what I mean? I don't know why men don't get this. I don't know why men don't understand that if you say hi and walk by a woman and she says nothing, that's okay, guys. It's fine. But like most of this movie seems to be made by guys who like get pissed off when they go, "You'd be prettier if you smiled more." To a lot of women, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what is wrong with these men? Were their mothers just absent, or I mean, they just did not learn respect for women or human?
Also, time out. Pick a fucking lane.
Yeah, right.
Are we saying that you care about women's sports,
or that you hate women
because you make a joke that nobody's in the arena to watch it?
Right. Yes. Do we have the yes on there? Because that's exactly.
Yes.
I felt like I just sounded exactly like the sounder.
Yes.
Didn't I?
Yeah. But see, yeah.
No, but
pick a lane.
But yeah, exactly. So you're either anti-trans or anti-women. You cannot really be both, dude.
Oh, guess who's in this?
You can't really
guess
be both.
Guess who makes a cameo in this?
Who?
Riley Gaines.
Oh, that piece of shit.
You remember that?
I know that piece of shit.
Riley,
who was a bad athlete.
Not good. Finished 5th.
Yeah. Sucks ass.
With Leah.
Kim
5th.
Reynolds' fucking buddy. Yeah.
So she got 5th, but she was smart enough to play these fucking right-wing games.
These fucking
and now here she is in this.
like a harp. You got played like a harp by a. You know what? This will make him mad. You got played like a harp by a girl.
Yeah. Because Leah is a girl. So fuck you.
Yeah. No, but Riley Gaines can fuck right off, dude. That fucking opportunistic piece of shit. You're not a good athlete. You're not good at it. But instead of being like, oh, hey, maybe I just need to, understand that like I got a good education and then like go with what my your dream wasn't to be an athlete, was it? I mean, because if it was, oops, you failed. Sorry to be a dick about it, but hey, at some point you got to realize you're not going to get your dream.
I heard was surprisingly a really good athlete.
Tiki Watiti.
No shit.
And I said,
what?
And then I said, I think I would like to.
Why'd you say it? It's too far away.
Where is it?
I don't know.
It's fine.
Having sex
yes.
with him.
That's what I'll be like doing.
So wrapping it up.
No, but again, you can't be both. You can't be sitting there making fun of how women's sports are not watched as much as men's. And then also be angry that there are men and women's sports. Like, fucking pick a fucking asshole.
Oh, yeah. Pick an asshole.
Pick a fanatic cause and stick with it, you fucking loser.
Pick a
fucking
butthole
losers.
and toss it,
Wow.
What?
Pick a salad and toss it. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.